All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. The bonus to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, whom I learn from. Peace and salutations to the elect. This is Brother Barak coming at you with another lesson that prays edifying and exhorting. Okay, and pretty much just I'm going to flow in the spirit. Also, not a live, but an update, post Hurricane Milton. And what do I see within the spirit? Okay, so today is October the 11th, I believe. Let's see here. Yep, October 11th, year 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And that's exactly what we're seeing, as a prelude of it. Okay, because down here, of course, the storm went through here and then it pretty much bent like south, so like central and South Florida, you know, caught a good brunt of it. Okay, so you already know the effects of the hurricanes, knocking out power, uplifting trees. I also want to get into that in this lesson. Uplifting trees, flood damage and, destruction, people's houses are destroyed, windows, and it's a lot of glass and what they saying metals in the streets. So people, can get flat tires, a lot of debris around and everything. And also, so that left a lot of businesses closed. So now it's really like this is the post hurricane effect where people still is out of power. A lot of hurricanes, the storm have passed and people have power within the next day or two. But, right now, as of now, a lot of people still is out of power. I don't know if in the background you can hear helicopters flying around. A lot of traffic lights are down. And what we see is that, like, even with the traffic lights down now, people are just pretty much driving down, wrong way streets. Like the aggressive, like it's pretty much no formal control. So this shows you how it's going to be when the law, when shit hits the fan and people is not obeying the laws, man. You got one way streets, people driving down one way streets the wrong way. So they pretty much turn every main red light intersection to a 4-way stop sign where everybody had to stop and, pretty much the first person goes first and then, in order. But due to the people being aggravated due to, lack of power, lack of people really bugging out, lack of internet, okay, and then the lack of food, people are bugging out. Like you got food in places, but people, like at a Wendy's, you got lines wrapped around a Wendy's building, man. So that's just people while they're sitting in the car, they're burning their gas, and they're getting agitated, aggravated. Then the food that they're getting is just full of drugs, So these people, man, what we see is people. This is the prelude of people losing it, and this is why they still have things still intact. Okay, majority of the jobs are closed except for certain food businesses. But let's get here to Second Ezra chapter 16. I know a lot of scriptures came through your brother's mind as I was speaking, but let's get to Second Ezra chapter 16. Let me see. Salakia, Second Ezra 15. Yeah, this is what I want. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 16, it says, "For there should be sedition among men in invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." And I thought about that scripture, hearing and seeing people, how they behaving in traffic, driving wrong way, like pretty much people, they just go do whatever they got to do to get to wherever they need to go. Like I was speaking about, a lot of power down, which means what cell towers is down, which means they can't get in touch with, certain family members and loved ones in certain areas. So they have to just take that chance and travel to that area. So, we seeing a lot of that, and you can guarantee you in situations like this, everybody's riding armed. Okay, everybody that you come across and encounter is pretty much armed. Okay, don't forget, a few months ago, I was that like maybe about a year and a half ago, they passed the no license carry. So pretty much, people just pretty much carrying, even if they had like a concealed permit. It's two different permits. Like I guess you can get like a permit to possess a firearm, but then you also will need a separate permit to carry. But now they removed that the carrying permit. Okay, so yeah, man, pretty much, you got people that's legally carrying and people that's illegally carrying. So pretty much right now, it's a hostile environment. All hell having broken loose though. It's not on that level. But I'm just saying, in the back of people's mind, it's already there, because it's more intense now than it was. Okay. And think about if you don't have any power and somebody that does have power and they telling you, you asking to use this or do that and do this and they telling you, oh no man, I don't got it, and all I got is, 2 eggs left for the kids, and people go, they're not gonna start. It's coming to a time where they're not gonna care anymore, man. Okay, let's continue on here. It says, verse 17: a man should desire to go into a city and should not be able, right? And like we saying, like with the traffic, with the traffic messed up, all it take is one person. Another thing too, like with the gas situation, say like, okay, certain gas stations got gas, but it's full. I talked to this guy I know yesterday. He texted me, said he been trying to get gas, but ain't nobody got none, and everywhere. Then if he do find something, it's like 1,000 people ahead of him. Those are his exact words, right? So all it takes, just like on the movie Contagion, I believe like they was rationing food. It was either food or medicine, but then they ended up running out, and then after they ran out, that's when like uproar started and the looting started. But that's all it's going to take is for that last person that couldn't get what he wanted, and everybody that got this shit, they thinking that they're in good cause, a good state. But then now it's uproar. Now that person is looking for you. Okay. But back here, man should desire to go into the city should not be able, man. Yeah, because you gonna have neighborhood militias. Okay. Martial law is gonna be coming. And I'm not just saying from this situation, but hey, even this situation, it depends on really how long they keep the grid off, man. Cause this could be a full test run right here. This could be we could be living in a live test run right now. Okay. But people mindset is just, oh, it's just a hurricane, the winds blew and this, that, and other. So you already got somebody to blame, but you don't know who you're dealing with. See, the scripture say, never trust thy enemy. So, us being, privy to this understanding that the Lord gave us, hey, we always on our P's and Q's, like, hey, man, what the hell is Esau up to? Because we know ultimately a lot of things must come to pass before our salvation comes. Okay. So everything is according to plan. Everything is going just as it needs to be. Right. But right now, in the back of everybody's head, man, everybody's just waiting on things to go back to normal. But what if it don't go back to normal? Okay. You see, that's why this truth is so vital, because our mindset is already on a bigger prize. So brothers down here, in the southern region, Florida, South Florida, Central Florida, brothers already know. But if you don't, just a reminder, hey, be on your pivot, man. Keep your eyes open and just stay in the spirit. Okay. Because the scriptures say and tell you, those evils be even ye as pilgrims. And like I said, right now it's not that hot, but we don't know where the situation could go. So it's all about remaining in the spirit. Okay. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay. And that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. But this is because of what? Pride. So because of pride, the Lord is going to send forth this judgment. Because they was heavy on that, telling people to evacuate. Now the people that evacuated might not be able to even get back in. Or if they do come back in, what are they going to come back to? What's going to be going on? Right? Because like I said, it's all, you got to understand the psychology of people, man. Everybody's pretty much a ticking time bomb. Like I posted that quote, from Joker in the movie The Dark Knight. He says, madness is like gravity. People just need a little push. So this could very well be that push. Okay. Hey, we don't know. We understand that more prophecies must come to pass, but everything is just pretty much set. All it takes is, like we always said, one major event. It don't have to be something that's just ginormous over the whole world. What they always say, never let a good crisis go to waste. It could just start in one region and then spread. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see? So a lot of people panic bought doing a little 3-day port strike. And then like a week later, we get the storm. So man, it's less people prepared than you think. I think they say I forgot. I can't give you the exact numbers, but majority of the people, the majority of Americans are living check to check. Okay, majority of people live above their means. Majority of people have probably like 2 or 3 days worth of food. Okay, majority of people don't know how to start a fire. Majority people don't know how to survive, man. People are in a very, very vulnerable state. Okay, and as a war strategist, you take advantage of a person's weakness, and that's what Esau is. His blessing was the sword. Okay, he was also that horse. Let's grab this in Revelation. Gotta always remember who we dealing with. Esau, Edom. Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red. That's a representation of Esau. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. So a great sword is a killing instrument. So everybody been everybody been speaking about this HARP program. Okay, but that's old news. Okay, he got fifth generational warfare. Okay, he uses the social media against you. Okay, your food is against you. That's a great sword, and he's ultimately the sword of the Lord. Isaiah 10:5, verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. So the only thing that's not going to be hurt, the only thing that's valuable is this truth. But everything else out here can be hurt. Okay, everything else out here can be touched, due to what? Hyperinflation, the value of things. That value of things, okay? Said what? 3 measures of barley for a penny. So that goes back to a day's wages, right? And what it said before that, measure of wheat. Yeah, so pretty much going into bread. The essentials to live. What you need. You need bread and water, food and water, right? But the hell with hyperinflation. What if you can't find these things at all? Okay. Let's see. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, Come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth. Right? And in the fourth, that's another thing they represent. The fourth part of the earth is also represented as the Western Hemisphere, America, man, the New World. Okay, you can look it up. Everything I just said, you can look it up. So what? He had power. The beast, the whore that sit upon the beast, really had power over these nations. But hey, this is the place of that great judgment, America, Babylon the Great. Okay, this is what Esau Edom is trying to bring forth his NWO, all right? Because this whore controls the beast. So we got to always remember, pretty much, do as America does. What they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Is not this Rome revitalized? Okay. So pretty much these nations is going to follow after America. Okay. But yeah, man, what we see right now is just, what I see, just, observing through the spirit, is people's losing it. It's really the aftermath that's getting to people. They ain't got this, they ain't got that. But wait to Esau drain you out your resources. You trying to go buy food every day now. Because people don't want to cook. He done already took that away from people, man. And then if you ain't got the electricity, people don't know how to just eat a can of beans. People don't even buy canned goods like that anymore, man. Most Americans have a heavy eating out diet, man. Okay. So then you're going to start, man, it's going to get crazy. If this was to prolong, if it does, it does. But that just means, we even closer, which we already know we're close to our salvation than when we first believed. Let's get Amos. I was going to start off with this, but the Spirit, carried it to other scriptures. Amos 5 and 19, straight to the point. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and he leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. And that's pretty much what's going on within the world and also now. See, people think like, oh yeah, man, I escaped the hurricane, I'm alive. Okay, what about the aftermath of the hurricane? you know, now you can be led into famine. Okay, now you can be killed by the sword, by your neighbor, by your brother, whoever the Lord have it ordained by. Why? Because of the lack of bread, because wit hiding itself. You know, everybody's going to be, they want to blame the government, but you can't get to the government. So what they're going to do, they're going to take their action out on each other, right? The course of their action should stand in their own power. What I was thinking about, oh yeah, Jeremiah. Let's get Jeremiah 15:1. Then said the Lord Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth, and it shall come to pass, as they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds with Yahweh, saith Yahweh, the swords to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy. You see? And we read in Revelation 6 chapter that this power right here was given to him that sat upon a horse. So it's really the Lord that's doing it, but where he gave power to one of his vessels, man. And that vessel being Esau Edom. Why? Because the Lord's a man of his word. He gave him power, to bring destruction upon the earth. Okay? That's why we never trust our enemy. We don't give Esau no credit. We give it all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. All right. What else did I want to mention? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna mention, because you still got like these cops out here, they're doing their traffic duties, but one thing you gotta understand, the cops they're not in the loop, man. Those are low levels. Although some of them are Masons or whatnot, those are low levels, man. Very, very low levels. They on the same playing field as a Joe Schmo, really, man. By the time they get any information, it's gonna be too late. That's why that movie that was really good was Leave the World Behind. Because that's one thing that the black guy said. He said even the most powerful people, only thing they can hope for is a heads up. And we know these cops ain't no powerful people, man. You see? It's gonna come to a time where they're gonna have to just defend their own. Things gonna be so out of control, and then due to communicate down. Now say they live in an area where communication is down and their family is there, but they gotta patrol a whole nother side of town with all hell breaking loose. Man, they don't, if they don't know if their family gonna be all right, they gonna have to, pretty much abandon their post and go check on their family. Okay? That's just the inner parts of a man. A man is set up to defend his family. But the water Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for making us privy to this information, to these prophecies ultimately. Let's see where this thing goes. And brothers, stay locked in. I had something else I want to speak on, but it's kind of on a different subject, but the Lord showed it to me through this hurricane situation. So Lord willing, I come at you with another lesson later on today, and edify and exhort, just pretty much giving you brothers and sisters everything the Lord gave me. Continue to stay on your watch, and hey, always know at any given time, as the scripture say, matter of fact, let's close out on that. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. But other times and the seasons, brethren. See, like right now, 'cause I can hear my neighbor, and she's over there going off, single mother over there. She's just over there going off on her child, her son. Little boys, they go be boys, they wanna, they hyper, but I guess he always getting into some shit or whatever. But anyways, you can just hear her yelling to the top of her lungs and yeah. These people gonna be through, right? Matter of fact, before we get that, let's grab this. Precept, brother, used to always bring out Luke chapter 23 and damn, that's a spirit call all Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Luke 23 and 28. It says, but Yahushua turned unto them said, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming in which they shall say, blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bear, and the paps which never gave suck. Then shall they begin to say to the mountains, fall on us, and to the hills cover us. For if they do these things in a green tree, what should be done in a dry? You see? So right now, while things are so-called intact, people are losing. People are killing their kids and going off and, just yelling and just in bad positions. So how much more when when all hell break loose, when shit hit the fan? Because it's prophesied that women would be sodding their children. The mother of my people are cruel. They become like the ostriches, roughly paraphrasing. I believe that's in the book of Isaiah. You see? So people, man, people are really going to lose it. Right now, we ought to see like a tidbit of it. People on the verge, and and right now they still eating. This in the green tree. They still got something to eat. But how much more when they haven't eaten for the few days and then they primitive senses start to come? That's why Yahushua said then they go say, "Blessed is the woman who never gave suck from her paps, who never had a child." All right, because the things that these women that are going to do is going to be, it's going to be disgusting, unruly, man. Things that you never thought could happen. Let's get this closing precept, 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But at the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. So we not in darkness. Right now, we watching. We privy. We know about the agenda that Esau got going on. And one thing about Esau, he got so many, I guess, for the lack of a better term, I want to say contingency plans. He got many different things he want to roll out. Well, if that don't work, we're gonna bring this. Or we can mix both of these things up and bring this. And guess what? It's all wicked. It's all evil. It's all, the scripture speak about the instruments of the churl. Okay. So all his instruments and his thoughts are horrible, man. His instruments is famine. He want to starve you out. His instruments is the heart machine. The scripture tell you that he lay on his bed and he cannot sleep until he think of some wickedness. Right? Verse 5, you are the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. See, right now, people are sleeping. They know that something's going on, but they're not truly on their watch. They waiting on things to get back better. But that ain't what we looking for. All right. Why? Because we look for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. But yeah, brother, stay up, continue to be vigilant, and watching. And remember that day's gonna come as a thief in the night. So a lot of people will get taken away. It's more things to come. Right? Hey man, the Lord is working. Call her Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So with that, I say shalom.